Hey guys, so my half a head, I'm just gonna come down, pardon my hair. It is 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock in the evening, and I have taken a week off, but I'm trying to catch up. A lot happened in personal life, and while it happened, everything is happening in personal life, then it's just kind of other stuff has to be put in a back pedal. But regardless, I am nearly there. Hi, how are you? We're going to get to the cushion. So the rainbow cushion looks like this. It is matching the kaleidoscope blanket. This colorful cushion will brighten up any nursery or bedroom and complements the kaleidoscope throw. The materials are the same. We have a main color and A, B, C, D, E, F. And when I looked at, because there's a chart for it, how to make it up, the colors are actually sticking to be the same. So I'm gonna keep going in the same kind of color scheme, but now we have to knit it together. The size should be 12 by 12 inch or 30 centimeters plus 30 centimeters, so 1 foot wide. And what do we need? 4mm needles, cushion pad and 3 buttons. Note, when working from chart, you separate small balls of yarn for each color area and twist yarns at color change to avoid holes. It's pretty much similar what we did before. We kind of twist it around, but now we're working in a one single big piece. Yeah, cool to make, but we're making the cushion cover first. So what we're gonna do is we got it on 66 stitches. First row we're gonna do seed stitch for a 20 centimeters, a moss stitch, whatever you want to like to call it. A moss stitch 5 in main, knit first. Okay. Then we are starting second row of chart, and then we'll work the rest of them, 76 rows, while at the same time doing the moss seed stitch borders. Interesting. Next row, so we do the chart. We start with the moss stitch. We do 20 centimeters of moss stitch in a smaller needles. It's 3 US 5 3/3, okay? And then we change in, I presume, we're changing down to 4 mils, and we do the chart part in 4 mil. And then we go back to the smaller ones. Okay, well, we'll do quite a bit first. It's basically you're doing the edge in, okay. Sorry, I'm digesting the pattern here. And then we work another 19 centimeters in moss stitch after the chart, and then we do the button roll, and then we do another 3 rows, and then we do bind it off, and then we have to fold it and stitch the side seams, not the buttonholes are incorrect. Note the buttonholes are correct position before it's doing side seams. This will give you 10 centimeter 4-inch overlap at center back. Sew one button, insert cushion pad. So it doesn't seem to be too difficult. It is only 76 rows, but we also have the start moss stitch, the kind of an edge, and then the chart, then another edge, and then the back of it with the buttonhole. So it is kind of a 3-way, and then we assemble it. So I will start today with the first part of the seed stitch. Has to be 8 inches or 20 centimeters long, and then we have to change the needle around. Okay, let's get into it. Guys, I hope you can hear me. I'm in a car anyways. And I don't know, I'm not really sure did it connected to the Bluetooth or not. Yeah, I'm not at home. I had a bit of a day trip going into hospital as my son has a thing happening with his knee. Anyways, I started the cushion. I changed my main color because, yeah, I thought I had enough. I didn't, but I have loads of yellow one instead. And because it is kind of a blanket, I might get more of those colors anyways. We'll see. So this is my 3.75 millimeter hook, and this is my wool. And this is the moss stitch what I've started. So 66 stitches, and you keep going back and forth, row 1 knit 1 purl 1 knit 1 purl 1 to the end, and row 2 you start purl 1 knit 1 purl 1 knit 1 to the end. And we supposed to go until it is 20 centimeters long. So I've done about, I think it's 4 centimeters right now, so I have another 16 to go, and I'll keep going. Pulling it out of my bag. This is the best place to knit, I think, honestly. The car is always the best place. Anyways, I will come back to you when I have 20 done. Another day in a paradise. It is, anyways, we have done now to 20 centimeters, or I have done. This is how it looks. Like, seed stitch always looks fantastic. Now there is a few mistakes because I was making it in the car. I fell asleep while knitting and it fell on the floor, and when I woke up about 40 minutes later, and I don't really sleep in a car, there was stitches gone loose. This wasn't chicken loose, it was stitch loose. And just as I picked it up, I probably have done a few mistakes. So anyways, it's not going to be ever perfect because it's handmade product. So I just kind of, I am not the one with one stitch gone off, and I found out about 10 centimeters later that I would frog it. I don't. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm a bad knitter. Who knows? Anyways, so it has to be 20 centimeters. It's 20 centimeters long. And we have now saying here, so what we do now is we are going to change to a 4 millimeter needles and work another 8 rows in a moss stitch. And then we are starting our chart on the colors while working on the edge at the same time. So I'm going to do that. So yeah, you just literally take the 4 millimeter needles. Now, if you don't have 3.75 and 4 millimeters, there is only 0.25 millimeter change. And honestly, as a knitter who has been knitting since past 30 years, excuse me, that does not make any difference. Okay, it makes a little difference, but we are talking about that 0.25 diameter millimeter change. If it would be a 0.5, I would kind of go, maybe there is a point, but this is a very, very, very tiny change on that. The needle sizes, they're a little bit, it's tiny. So you could keep going if you don't have those needles, excuse me, or if you forget to change your needles, that's perfectly fine as well. Or you want to do it with a 4 mil from the very beginning, because I did consider that. But because I have about 400 different needles in my house, and I still can't find sometimes the size what I need, yeah, you just kind of go, I'll just do it. Okay. Yeah, because I have still buying needles for myself. No, well, some needles, especially I love bamboo needles. They kind of get broken easily. So yeah, row 1 done. I'm going to keep going, and you know what? I'm going to cut this off. So this is it pretty much. I'm going to come back to you this evening, probably. I'm going to post this video now. And this basically is, this is it. You do this 8 and then we start the chart. So I'm going to come back to you on part 2 with the chart, and I'll let you go. So yeah, 8 rows, row 1 done. We'll start another 7 rows, and when next time you see me back, I have them done, and I'm starting the color way to charge for 73 euros. I chat you soon. Bye.